Miguel, we forgot to mention this earlier, but in the interview, there are some best practices for interpretation. That means, using first person instead of third person. So when I, Max, or Josefina use the first person, then use the first person instead of saying he said or she said. Okay, and also, try to repeat what we say exactly word for word instead of summarizing. We can talk in shorter sentences if that helps. Does that make sense?
Truthfully, not really, but I'll try.
Oh, this may help too. We have some ground rules here for interpretation, and I'll speak in English so it's less confusing.
Josefina, as mentioned earlier, we want to talk a little bit about the crime that you suffered so we can understand if you can apply for the U visa.
¿Quieren hablar sobre el crimen que sufriste para ver si podés aplicar por la visa U?
Miguel, here's a pen and paper. This actually might help with the interpretation. Maybe so you don't forget anything. And also, please remember to use the first person when we do.
Today, we plan to ask just a few questions. We want to understand about your life before you came to the U.S. and to understand a few details of the crime that you suffered here in the U.S.
Quieren hacerle algunas preguntas para entender su vida antes de llegar a los Estados Unidos y entender algunos detalles sobre el crimen que sufriste.
Josefina, U visas are for people who have suffered a lot because they have been victims of a specific crime here in the United States. We need to find out a few details of what happened to you to see if you fit within those U.S. requirements.
Las visas U son para personas que han sufrido mucho, han sido víctimas de un crimen específico aquí en los Estados Unidos y necesitan algunos detalles sobre lo que le pasó a usted para ver si cae bajo de los requisitos para sacar la visa U.
Before we hear more of your story, Josefina, I wanted to clear up a couple things we were unclear about on your intake sheet.
Dice que antes de escuchar más de tu historia, quieren saber quieren aclarar una cosa que pusiste en tu forma.
It says here that you suffered domestic violence for many years from your husband in El Salvador. I'm really sorry to hear that. One more thing that's really important about the U visa is that it depends on the crime that was suffered here in the America in los Estados Unidos and the United States. But the only thing we have right here is a police report. It's attached, but it only mentions your roommate Carla. Was the fight with Carla the only time you found a police report here in the United States, or was your husband ever here in the U.S.?
Están preguntando por la violencia doméstica y a ver si hizo un reporte con la policía aquí. Look, I know the answer to that. Right? The only time that she called the cops here was when she had the issue with her roommate, Carla. The stuff with her husband, that happened in El Salvador. She wouldn't have called the cops here. Plus, the police over there in El Salvador, they don't care about women.
Okay, but we really need to clear this up. Josefina, can you tell us a little bit more? What exactly was your relationship with Carla?
Relationship? What do you mean when you say relationship? Are you trying to say that my sister was with Carla? My family doesn't do things like that.
Oh. Okay, how about we take a little break? Yeah, we just need to review some of the stuff we have on our documents, look over some things a little bit. Why don't you guys maybe take a break for a few minutes, get some water, use the restroom?
Yeah, I think we need to take a break.